This is AWAGBT, their podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. And for now, we got the fellas. Treese will be joining us. I guess.
We're back.
We're back. It's been a minute, y'all. I feel like we ain't seen y'all in a where y'all been? No, y'all probably asking us where we been. Life has been lifing. That's all I can say.
Yes,
but we're back. We're ready to finish up the GOAT coverage. I know if you're looking at the title, it says the mole, but I didn't want to really have a long title in there. And the GOAT didn't end the way I wanted the GOAT to end. So I'm like,
what? How is it that when Devon left, we ain't covered that episode, and then we ain't covered the one after? Like,
it's all
well, what had happened was when the episode Devon went home, that was a really crazy weekend for me as well. So I couldn't do nothing about that, and everybody else was busy too. So
I thought you were about to say, just for the audience, I'm gonna summarize that for y'all. It was a traumatic episode for Eric. It was a traumatic episode.
Shut up.
Shoot, we can get into the coverage now because it did not go Eric's way, and Eric hasn't slept good since. He let me know. He's like, "Oh, I'm struggling sleeping." Like,
please.
She lost.
Please. No, it really was just a lot going on. So we just didn't get to do it. It was like, you know what? The finale's around the corner. Don't really care about the finale. Let's just put that episode with the episode. And then I went out of town last weekend and was on a plane all Monday or at the airport all Monday. So couldn't record last week. That's really what happened. Because if it wouldn't have been for the trip, we could have did it last week and would have been done with the GOAT.
Nice and
but that's why we're gonna take a few minutes to cover the GOAT real quick, and then we're gonna go into the mode because that's what we really here to talk about, and that's what y'all really want to see in here anyway. So, yeah, the GOAT. Josh, would you like to bring it in for us?
Okay, so where we last left you off, we got to the final five, and how CJ lit a fire up CJ lit a fire up on the Pow, and she's like,
"Yeah,
I need to get Dave on. I just need to get her out. I can't win with her here."
Yeah.
So, let me around the bush. She got what she wanted. She finally won something.
She finally won.
And the challenge was they pretty much had to kiss an orange. Usually they to put kiss an orange up against the wall, and periodically they had to go and slip further down on the wall without dropping the orange.
Yeah.
I would say one, I would eat that challenge. I did the challenge once in the Oregon. It lasted for an hour and a half.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Come on. Endurance king.
So don't get twisted. I don't know if it rains, but every once in a while I can jump in the physical and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, and Devon was out first too. I'm just like, okay.
Her back will tear her up. I would have been out too because my back can't last that long.
Yeah, because I like that. They had to go lower, but their feet didn't move. They were still behind the little block, so putting more and more torque on that back.
Right.
What really happened? Did she lose first because she's never had a showmance on these shows? If she had a showmance and was like working on the kissing and like did it on TV, maybe she has straight stage fright. You know, kissing on TV, that's a little scary. So
that is.
How he been doing it? How been doing it?
Her neck and her back was hurting. That's why she dropped.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go.
And then I ended up being the last one standing. It's like, okay, David, I was like, okay, these 3 of these 4 people will at least probably not put me up.
Yeah.
But then one by one, they fell by the wayside. Joe fell next. I think, and then Jill fell. I was like,
yep.
Yeah.
Down to Jason.
Jason and Powell. I was like, come on, Chef Jason. Come on, you got this.
Come on, Chef Jason. Please, Jason, please.
But lo and behold, Chef Jason couldn't do it, and Powell won. And then she followed through on what she said she was going to do. She put her big on.
I kind of saw the writing on the wall with that a little bit, you know, because they started the conversation off earlier before then with Powell trying to see where Jason's head was at with putting up Davon and stuff anyway. And of course, Jason ran that back to Davon. And before the challenge, anyway, they were talking about the conversation about us with you.
Ooh, Eric, check your mic.
Oh, is it gone? Is my mic gone?
It sounds like it's muffled. You sound like you're talking like a liar.
Oh no!
It sounds like it's not. Was it just me, Eli, or is it?
No, Eric, something's up with your mic, but yeah,
You couldn't hear me. Y'all didn't say y'all.
Okay,
you
you
good.
good
Now
now.
you good. We
Good
heard you. We heard you.
It just sounded muffled, like he was talking inside of a cup or something. It sounded like he was.
Oh no! But you can hear me now.
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. Yeah. So I was just saying how, Jason and Powell had that conversation before the challenge and how she was trying to pick his brain to see where he was at with putting up Davon. And then he ran that conversation back to Davon about how she's trying to go after her. And Powell saw Davon and Jason talking. And so she kind of used that as ammunition to ask her why she put up Davon. But
Pause. That ammunition, girl, you only want to do it anyway. This is why I didn't like it. Like, I get it from the game move. I completely respect from the game move. But the fact that you had to use that kind of cop out reason, I saw you talking to Jason before the challenge.
Right.
And that's why it seemed like you were scheming, and I don't think you probably put me up. It was like,
and that's what Davon was like, no, just say that. She's like, well, you're a good competitor. Well, say that. Say it's because I'm a strong competitor. I'm the best competitor here, and you can't beat me. Say that.
Yeah, that's all you have to say. It's like, it's gonna be hard to beat you. That's the thing you've been telling everybody else. Just say it and own it.
Right.
But you have to use that fake reason. And I hate sometimes where it's like, I hate situations where people sometimes get kind of entrapped. Where it's like, in this case, Powell decided she was gonna go for Davon and tried to tell Jason, but Jason tells Davon, but Davon's like, okay, now I have to go get Powell. But then they kind of conversation like, oh, you're coming for me, I got to take you out. It's like, she wasn't coming for you, but it got back to her that you were coming for her.
Right.
That's the case. I hate that kind of entrapment stuff like that. You open your mouth first, and then that person finds out you're doing it, then they want to get revenge. You get mad about that.
Right. Because I guarantee it had Davon not won and Powell not went to Jason and said that, she was not going to put up Powell. She was going to probably going to put up Joe.
Probably, yeah.
And easy as that. Like, she would have been okay. And if she would have just had that conversation instead of being brainwashed by CJ, she wouldn't have to worry about it. So that's why I don't even give her no credit, because this wasn't even your move. This was CJ's move.
I mean, she wanted the flash forward. I don't care. I'm gonna spoil it.
I don't care.
We see that she wins the game, and that's the winning move. She made the right move. Was her explanation a little is a little weak? Is it? Yes, but it still gave her a reason to make the move, and she won.
Like, let's call space. That move won her the game.
And it was the correct move. It was the correct move.
It was the one that did it, but it wasn't hers. She didn't come up with it though. That's what.
But Eric, here's the thing.
No, what?
Eric, I get it. She didn't come up with it, but she still executed it.
She did, but I don't like that she making it seem like, oh, I did this. You didn't do it because you had the brain to do it. Because had CJ not opened her mouth, you never would have did it. And this ain't got nothing to me being biased with Davon. Like, even if it was Joe who did it, if Joe would have did it, because Joe said he was gonna do it before he even talked to them. So that's fine. Joe was already talking about taking out Davon. Cool. If CJ was in the house and CJ did it, cool, because CJ been talking about it. But I do not have respect for somebody who doesn't have their own mind, and then they want to take credit for somebody else's move. Like, it wasn't even in your mind to even do that. And for you to say, yes, she did execute it, so kudos to her because she did that. But it wasn't in your head to do it. So I can't really give you the full credit because you weren't thinking about that move. And so for me, it's a little bit of I won't say it's robbery, but I'm side-eyeing it because it's like, you wouldn't even have made this move. You didn't have enough sense to think that, oh, I can't beat this person. You had to let somebody else come tell you that you can't beat this person for you to make that move. No, I can't give her all the credit.
I guess we'll just agree to disagree. We'll agree to disagree.
What we talking about?
Powell.
We still talking about the GOAT. Why are we still talking? No, I'm kidding. Why are we still talking about the GOAT?
Tree thought she was gonna get in here and be done with the GOAT, and she wanted to say
did. I've had a long day. Oh Lord Jesus. But we'll get to that at the end of the pod.
Tristan, you can hang tight. We gonna speed this up because I know we want to talk about the mold. So
all I got is one comment about Powell, but go ahead, finish what y'all want to say.
Wait, You want to say now? Because we just kind of talked about Davon's elimination episode. Is it here?
No, it's for the end.
Okay.
Yeah, we get.
So then, basically, during the elimination comp, they got to corral certain goats in their cage. And like one of Davon's goats got out, and if it weren't for that, she would have won and would have saved herself.
Yeah,
and would have won the show.
She lost by 17 seconds. She would have won the show.
That one goat. Do you think would they give her the votes though? I think she could have got the votes.
I think she would have got the votes.
If Pal got the
Davon?
vote, I think Davon.
Yeah, if she make. Cause I definitely think she definitely make. If she makes it past this, she definitely gets to spot in the finale.
Oh, you talking about in the end to win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hands down. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she definitely won. But like I told you, I said
easy
when stuff like that happened, like yo goat getting out and you losing by 17 seconds and you would have won, it just wasn't meant to. Like that was literally fate, God, universe, whatever you want to call it. It just wasn't. It wasn't time.
But look, she showed up and she showed out.
She did, and she said it.
And she knows it because, like, I dare anyone to think about this whole season and not think about Davon Diane Rogers.
She said it too. She said, "I may be going home, but people gonna look back at this season and be like, such and such may have won, but Davon played a heck of a game." Like, and that's what
it was Davon's game to lose, basically.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, DM Rocks.
So the final four, they got to run through like a relay race of summarizing some of the comps, and predictably Jill comes in last place, and she gets exiled.
The most clear last place.
In her back.
She got last place like the last 12 comps.
I don't know what that was actually Joe.
Not fun.
But like that was Joe because he lost every elimination comp, so he kept being on the block once they went solo.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, they're always solo, but you know what I mean. Like,
just them J names don't have the spots like.
Jill was like good with the mental competition, but when it got started getting physical, she that back and all that. So it's like, dang, I knew Jill was
my neck, my back. My neck and my back.
Yeah, and I will say I like if this is how it actually went down. I like the fact that like they had to pander to the jury, but they only had 1 hour to do so.
Yeah,
I do think that aspect.
Please, the one thing I did like about this show, I really did like that, and I really wish y'all know I'm gonna bring everything back to Big Brother.
Big Brother.
I really wish Big Brother did that. Even if, okay, listen. CBS, I know you watching because you've been stalking podcasts, and I know you stalking her. Okay, I know you.
Send it to them if they not. Send it to them anyway, y'all.
I'm gonna tag you in this clip. Listen, as Big Brother feed watchers, okay, we pay for a service. Okay, are you listening? Follow on. Give us treats, and by treats. It would be amazing because jury round table, right? It's always condensed, it's always short. How about you let the house guests back in the house for 1 hour? Or you ain't even got to be back in the house. Give them a live feed to talk for 1 hour unedited. 1 hour. Put it on the feeds. That is like the bare minimum y'all can do. 1 hour. Not even 1 hour. Give them 30 minutes. Like, if we could just see a little bit of unedited jury roundtable, come on. Tell me that wouldn't eat.
Yeah.
There would be people who don't buy the feeds who will buy it just to watch that.
Right. Because we need to see them getting grilled. We need them to be grilled. We need them to be, because they get away with so much with these little 2 baby questions that they may get in these little, AI questions. It just doesn't make sense that you can. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, you're fine. And it's just like one jury only get to ask one person a question. No, what if I want to ask both of them something? I need some clarification from both of y'all.
Me making a $500,000 choice is not gonna be from 2 questions.
But how else would
you
we
get that question? I'll be like, I ain't even asked that. I don't care about that. I want to know about this.
How else would we know if your game changed? I'm gonna say for the better. When you join the mafia with Matt I still got it, baby. I still got it.
But I do like that idea. If they like,
ignorant.
Would you like do it in a group setting or like one-on-one with the jury? Thank you for that. I think they did that like one-on-one. They get like 15, 20 minutes. Just like the jury gets to grill them one-on-one while they're still in the final 3 before finale.
I like the Survivor version.
Just open.
I'm cool with that. That works too. Even though that's edited,
Open floor.
but at least it's more than 4 seconds.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, we, even if they don't want to give us the edited version, they need to give us a full episode of the jury going in, or just
Listen,
questioning.
cut all that BS. Let's look back on the season.
Don't
We do
want to look
not
back
care.
on it.
We why are we looking back on it? We've watched it.
That's a
We've
cute
watched
little
it. This was
episode.
Feaster.
That's
This is
a
a show
cute
we
little
watch
episode.
24/7. We've already cool. Put that
My
on the highlights feed
memory ain't good.
for everybody else.
My memory ain't good. That episode's good for people like
Okay,
me.
you know what? Play the highlight feed. Put it on TV. Play the round table for the people who really want to know how the show went.
Right. That's the part right there.
We can take so much more advantage of stuff being live, and you don't just have to publish a TV show. People drop a lot of money on YouTube channels, on Twitch channels, and any way you can just display that, people will watch.
Say hi.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Our junior podcast member. Hello, Cece.
She's our intern.
She's
I pay her
responsible
in
for our
milk,
Twitter account.
food, shelter. She is getting well compensated. She does not have to lift a finger.
At all.
Unless it's to hit me in the face, because kids do that. But yes,
Yeah.
Big Brother, CBS, you heard us. Paramount, you heard us.
You
Okay?
heard us.
These are suggestions that you should take.
Yeah. Now back to you, Josh.
Yeah, so they get an hour to go and talk around. They spread everyone out, and poor Joey, he's the first one out. No one cares to talk to him. But, like, I really do think I saw some people on Twitter saying that Davon had, like, an ego for saying that Powell should have came and talked to her first. But, like, I disagree. I agree with Davon. It's like, if the person you screwed over the most is someone you should go to try to, like, smooth things over. Like, you come to her at literally with 4 seconds on the clock. I feel like, I don't know, Davon better than me for giving her vote. I would have been pissed. Like, oh, this whole time you screwed me over and don't want to come talk to me? I'm not giving you my vote. I'll throw it on somebody else.
But Davon has always been in the business of being better and not bitter. But
yeah,
she wouldn't have got my
You don't
vote.
think Davon better?
I said she doesn't vote that way.
Oh, she don't vote that way at all.
no.
She don't. Because I'd be better too.
Because that's $200K I had. It was right there.
Yeah. And I do think that, like, going into this, I thought Jason had a decent chance of winning.
I did too.
Seeing him go around and try to talk to people, I was like, oh, honey, Lord Jesus, no.
I wanted so much more for Jason. And then the whole lie thing about how Jill went to him and all that.
That was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. I was like, Jake, what we doing?
And I also wish they didn't lock in their votes right after that 1 hour. I wish they had that 1 hour to talk individually, then had a round table like they did before they reviewed the votes.
They should have voted after.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I think that having open.
I mean, Jason probably still would have got 0 votes, but still.
I know, but imagine the fact that, like, him getting called out before they vote like that.
Yeah.
That would have been more interesting. He still gets 0 votes.
Right.
But it'd be interesting to see if, like, it changes some votes maybe more on the Joe if people were able to, like, cross-reference. Oh, and by the way, what's that girl name? Not Lauren.
Tasia.
Don't disrespect my girl Tasha. Stop it.
Baby,
okay, what are you gonna
Tasia
say?
clip so bad. Girl.
What you say, Tracy?
I said Tasia wanted a clip so bad.
Indeed.
Girl,
Hey,
sit down.
she going for the most dramatic season.
Tasia,
They always say
girl,
that on The
you know-
Bachelor.
She was gorgeous. Okay, you had a nice
looked
outfit.
good,
You looked
too.
beautiful. She
Yeah.
did. She was gorgeous. But girl, like, I know Joe was like, we still talking about this?
Haven't you been gone for 8 weeks? Like,
Because I was like, I mean, Tasia, if everybody voting for you, what are you gonna do?
and you wouldn't have had to if you would just kept your mouth shut.
Yeah, because you don't want to open your mouth.
Yeah.
You yourself went and said that you went against the girls to warn him. So he's just supposed to
That's
take
your
it right
friend.
down?
Right.
Is he not supposed to do something about it? Like, he goes to
She
tell the
probably did have
boys
a
that,
crush
like,
on
what
him.
the girls are doing. She told them, and the guys get to work to try to save their boy. It wasn't even necessarily his fault. Like, the boys went and ratted the girls and snitched on her. Well, you snitched on yourself, first of all.
Ain't she married too? DM Rock
Yeah.
said she probably got a crush on Joe. Well, they both married, so I hope not.
I don't think she married.
Oh, that's the worst.
She was bachelorette, got married. Shout out her and her boo, but they ain't make it.
I don't know. Who knows? They could always go to the playground and go for a swing.
Wow.
Wait, are you talking about her and Joe? Joe's with Serena. Stop it. Don't disrespect my bachelor in paradise.
Joe's girlfriend, I mean, his wife is beautiful too. So shout out to Joe. He got a little melanin queen in her.
Shout out Serena.
Shout out to that. Well, we're here for the mole, y'all. We done took up 20 minutes of our time. That was supposed to take us 5 minutes, but we get to talking and yapping.
Yeah.
But we here for the mole. But we wanted to give some closure to the GOAT because we did cover it most of the season.
This whole time I ain't had my microphone plugged in. But I had one comment before we leave the GOAT.
Yes.
Hey, speak it, Tracy.
I am so glad that Pal won.
You said so what?
I said I'm glad Pal won. She can use that money for something.
Oh, her poor tooth. Poor tooth.
I was waiting to say that one comment. If you open up my notes tab for notes on the GOAT, I said, congratulations, Pal. Now you can fix that tooth you chipped. And that was, you know what that is? Davon Karma.
Boom. Period.
Yeah.
What goes around comes around. Christmas. That's why you getting a divorce. I don't know. That was unprovoked. I don't know where that came from.
No way.
Because she tried to buck up to Davon.
She did.
That's what you get. That's what you get. And look at you.
They both tried.
Divorced.
Now look at them.
Again.
Yeah. So we moving on to the mode. That was our coverage of the GOAT. Thank y'all for chilling with us for these last 21 minutes to cover the GOAT. Yes.
Heavy agreement, DM Rocks. Never again.
Rocks.
Never.
Like,
ever,
I'm cool.
ever.
I'm cool on it.
He don't need to be on nothing else. Not even this shot, whatever that mess they be. Sunset, sunrise, whatever that mess
what do he be doing in the shies? I don't know.
Same thing he be doing out here, being a mess and being ignorant and foolish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Keep that, brother.
Do y'all want to see another season of the GOAT? Because I'm going to be real. I could care less.
No, because it ain't going to be...
The only way the cast would have to be crazy.
It had to be Big Brother
Let's
people,
be real.
reality people like...
because of Davon alone. That's it. Everybody, a couple people was cool. Like Wendell, Wendell was cool. But...
If they put people like Nene, Tiffany, Paul, other people like those bigger people too that we like to see.
I don't want to see them either. No. I want to see like I wouldn't mind.
But you want to see competitors?
Like New York, like they funny, and it's gonna be some drama.
Yeah.
New York gonna cause some drama for no reason. Like, girl, that's your toothbrush. Like it's gonna be something unnecessary. But like on a game show, I don't even care how I'm so competitive myself.
Yeah.
Put people that play the game before, please. Yeah, Omarosa would eat on her.
Oh yeah. Yes. Never mind. She
the mole.
the reason I ain't on my show. So
way to go, Josh.
Yeah. So back to the mole. They in Malaysia this season. I like the new change of scenery and I
like the change of scenery. I love it. I like it.
I like it. They do that for every season going forward. When I'm on season.
What was it before?
They
were in Australia.
Yeah, it was Australia.
Okay, Australia. And Malaysia this time around, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Malaysia's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Like I've just seen here and there. Like, I knew it was pretty because it's tropical, but I was like, oh, this is cute.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I will say they budget went down for them cars, baby, because they had them in Mercedes last year, baby. Now they got them in these little Toyota things. I don't know what they in there.
They had them in them RAV4s.
Hey, good thing they're saving money this season, though. They're saving some money.
And baby, they are great on gas. Okay,
they were not RAV4s.
Toyota will last you your whole life.
They were like these electronic weird, bless you, Eli. These are like electronic weird looking Toyota van type things. They was like, y'all are not gonna be riding around in G-Wagons this year and Range Rovers this year, baby.
Definitely, they went to Groupon this year for some of these.
Listen, hold on. This is how they went to Groupon. The way this season is going,
they say they're gonna need a group.
A little extra because the pot is looking a little dry.
That's because everyone on the cast is greedy as hell.
It's not even dry. It's
halfway through the season and they got $0.
They got nothing.
Please.
Oh, man. So let's
Lord
start from the
Jesus.
beginning, y'all. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
So they
start
get
from the
dropped
beginning.
off. They get dropped off in this little children of the cornfield like scenario.
You know
And
about Children of the Corn?
yeah.
Oh my god! Like very few people have heard of that. That is like one of my like top list of scary like shows.
Really?
When I see baby, when House of Dragons came on, I was like, them Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
Them little blind head little kids, they evil.
Yes, Children of the
I'm
Corn.
telling you. And I
Yeah.
always reference that, and they were like, "What's Children of the Corn?" Yeah, your
That's
grandparents
Children of the
had put that on for you.
Yeah, I like Children of the Corn. They was very creepy.
Yeah.
So they dropped them off in the Children of the Corn in Malaysia. And oh, my birthday's next week, by the way. Okay, come on.
Ooh,
Hey,
very 25.
Hey, 25.
Gotta put that
I
on
remember when I
our
turned
calendar.
25.
25 crew. Shout out DM Rocks.
Yes.
Oh my
Wait,
god!
Eli, did you turn
damn
25 or 24?
I'm 25. Gosh, if I was 24 and I had to go bald, that'd be sad. Imagine going bald at 24. Good thing I cut this on my 25th birthday, right? Yeah.
Cracking up.
You are not
Okay.
bald, man.
But
You have hair.
so they're in this field and they getting to meet each other as the different contestants are popping up, right? And it was funny. One of the things that stood out to me was when Sean came in talking about, yeah, I'm a stay-at-home dad. Ryan said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. And he was like, yeah, I mooch off my wife. She said, okay. Oh, I loved it. She like, I don't want
Okay.
to. You starting off with BS. You coming in here with the
You
foolishness
already lying. That was unnecessary. Obviously, if you would stay at home anything, you're gonna be in somebody's pocket. Okay? Because we do.
Teresa know anything about that? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Teresa?
Baby, I know all about it. Okay?
She wrote the book.
Right. She wrote the book.
Let them know.
Okay.
Come on.
So they getting to know each other and everything, right? And here come Ari, which I mean, I guess I could just go ahead and say we need a new host. But can they hire Arissa to be the host? I'm not feeling
A lot of people
Ari.
think they was liking
I thought he
him.
was
I
cool.
don't hate him, but he kind of boring.
He boring.
He's just a bland white twink, and it's just like I said it. Pride Month is over.
Probably because we got Alan, because he's has that accent kind of. He ain't got no accent. I'm thinking of Alan. He American, ain't he?
Yeah,
I don't know what he is.
He was a radio show on NPR.
He didn't have no accent, right? No, he didn't.
Are you talking about
cool.
Alan from the Traders?
No, Alan from the train, but I was referencing the one on the mole because I'm thinking he had accent. But
His
he
name
don't
is
have
Ari, girl.
Yeah, I know his name. I couldn't remember if he had an accent or not.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
times when he would talk, I would mute the TV. No, I'm just playing.
But still, like, not to say anyone can host this. And I think he's done a decent job, especially like at the table, showing that he's playing along
Cool.
with this game, doesn't know. But what are you expecting from a host? I'm here for these competitions and challenges.
I'm expecting Tosh.
He
Oh my
was-
gosh,
he
Tosh
was
would be
good,
funny.
He was there. He looked like he was engaged and stuff. Like even low-key girl from last season. It's like
Alex was decent.
I like the girl from
Alex
last
was
season.
decent.
What's her name?
Alex?
Yeah, because
she
she was a
was
little
good.
snarky.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
like
getting the
that.
snark from Ari yet.
I like the
I
snark.
need a little snark. Like
yeah,
I need a
think
little
we want to show
like
that,
quick comeback.
This show needs kind of a snarky host.
They do. Because if I'm the host, I'm like, dang, y'all don't want nobody?
Yeah.
I mean, he might do a little bit better. It's the first half of the season, but as of right now, he get like a 6 on the scale of 1 to 10 on
3.
host. No, okay, I was being nice. It's really a 5.
Yeah, I think it's
Because
about
his suits are nice.
Yeah.
That's about.
He be dressing.
He's a good speller. He types those people's names good.
Now we trying to give him some fries. I do like the name Ari as well. It is a nice
But
name.
yeah, that's what I call one of my cousins, Ari. So Ari comes and he lets him know, like, y'all think y'all ready for your first challenge? No, you're not, because guess what? We have 5 people who almost made it on the show and who are actually going to be competing in this challenge to get to the end and get in these cars. And if one of them, whoever reaches the car first, they get to get in the game, and one of you are going to be eliminated, and that lucky
Paid
person
actors.
will be the leader.
I can't wait to see
Which is-
who those 5 are.
What'd you
Oh
say, Eli?
man. Oh, I said paid actors. No, I'm kidding. I'd be so sick if I was in this situation.
Do you not know how pissed I would? Don't you bring me on this show talking about I almost made it and now I got to fight for my life to get on
That'd
here
be
when you
fun
could've
though.
just put me on?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, it would be kind of fun. And
It
guess
would.
what?
Hey,
Guess
but
what?
look, and
Casting directors don't know you were on there, so it's like, hey, I'm turning to a
that part, that's what I was gonna get ready to say. Because normally you got a 1 year, as someone who's been on game show once or twice, you got a 1 year contract from the air date,
Yeah.
unless the network
Oh,
exception.
Netflix
So-
do that too.
Huh?
Probably.
Unless it's for one of their shows.
Yeah, they'll make an exception for their stuff, but in general, you usually have to wait 1 full calendar year from the air date. And we know mold takes like a long time to film.
Yeah. That's true. Because they filmed this last year. So it'll be next year, this time, before, if they want to go other places, depending on the contract. But they don't have that. You're right. They don't have that background that they don't have to.
Yeah, unless someone's able to recognize their voice like that. But
We'll see.
anyway, so they said, well, if you can keep all the intruders out, we'll give you $20,000 to add to the pot.
Mhm.
Like, okay. And then say, oh yeah, but you have to choose your leader. And Nisha first will talk about, yeah, I'm a natural born leader. I want to do this.
let me.
And then
Baby, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have said that out loud at all.
And then when they said the leader is the one that goes home with the intruder mixes the car, he said,
He said,
Oh,
he took that
You gonna
tail
try to step back.
so quick.
I said, nah, brother.
Whoop.
That's why you
You
sit
looking
your
nervous.
behind down and pay attention before you try to be jumping out there trying to run stuff. That's what you get.
That's
You
big
got
alpha
opportunities
niche.
for a reason.
Shoot. I wanted him to go home just for that. Just for he thought he was gonna come in here running stuff. I was like, I want you to go home just for that.
I like niche.
I like.
He's
Sure,
so
I even like people like that. Like, why not have someone that wants to step up? If you have everyone that's like,
I mean, he
"No,
tripping.
whatever."
But I do like him
He
as
was
a person.
tripping,
Right.
And
I
you
know.
gotta
I like niche, but
because this just as easily could have been like, all right, niche, you're the leader. Let us know who's gonna go home if they get through. Like, it could have been
Yeah.
that situation, and they could have
I
flipped it
wish-
however they wanted.
what I said, I tweeted this from the account. I wish they would have held back and not told them that after they chose the leader. I'm like, oh yeah, now that you chose the leader, by the way.
Yeah, that would have been better.
Yeah. I would have liked that. But Melissa was funny though. She said, I'm gonna go ahead and say niche because it ain't got to be me. She said anybody but me. She had that Sandra, anybody but me.
Yep.
And she said, she was right. She said, I said one name, they're going to dogpile. And look what happened. She said, I'm going to go ahead and volunteer and nominate Niche. And then
And everybody.
Yeah. And she was right.
Yeah.
It's like, I know we're going to win, but I know I ain't going home. I'm going to make it to the villa.
Facts. And so, yeah, he started delving out duties and who's gonna be on the slingshot, who's gonna be the sniper, and who's gonna be down there with him as the last line of defense. So he had himself, Ryan, and Jen as the last line of defense with the the little machine guns. Then he had Muna and Shine and
Q was over
I want-
there.
yeah.
Q and Hannah, probably. I think it was Q and Hannah.
Q and Hannah, yes, they were at the slingshots at the beginning. And then Andy, Melissa, Tony, and Michael were at the
Mr. Footer Slipper.
I'm not just because I think he is more. I'm not really bothered with Michael like that.
I'm not really feeling Michael either.
Which one, Michael?
The ginger,
Redhead?
The redhead.
ginger.
Yeah, Ginger.
Oh yeah, his first impression, I was just like,
Mm.
I did not like him. I didn't like him either. It was just kind of like, oh,
I think overall, after 5 episodes, it's a net negative for me.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
don't really vibe with it.
he might
I
turn
think-
up in the second half.
We see.
I think one fun thing about this show is seeing the difference between it's similar in the circle where you'll have some gamers in there, but then you'll also have some people that are like somewhat, I'm not gonna say like clout chasery vibes, but some of them are like more Tony
Call it what it is.
angle
Cloud chasing.
Hannah.
Hannah,
Oh, like
where it's
Hannah.
like it's fun to see those people too. It's fun to see
But
those
Hannah
people
playing the
interact in
game.
different-
She can cloud chase. You can cloud chase if you're gonna play the game.
Now,
I
Tony,
like
on
him.
the other hand, I did
Tony.
not like him. He got what he deserved. he gave up an exemption, wasted 80% of the team's money over some cooch he'll never get.
Yeah, that's
He might have
stupid.
got some because they was kissing on the third day.
Oh,
Yeah, and he was going for fourth.
Ooh,
That
I'm
was
about
you know
to
what?
say
He already
real-
booked for
I'm
another
about to be real
show.
ignorant.
Yes.
Hey, Angie. Look, Angie
Hey,
purposely
Angie.
getting her name wrong now because I was over there with Angie earlier talking about House of Dragons. And she said she's gonna join us. So glad you can make it, Angie.
Hey, girl.
But here's the thing. With Tony, I did not like Tony. I was like him and that little alliance. I was like, that's cool, but he gonna get got. I said because he
just got
he fell
persuaded
for it.
by.
Cooch.
There you go.
And that's his problem. So go ahead.
I think we think on the same road. So like, I
like Hannah.
Men that always just be tripping over cooch like that. I'm just like, please, like, can we start hiring
Now, Josh.
more real men?
It's understandable.
Yeah,
But-
I'm not gonna lie.
but Ron, I don't like it to be so easy. Like I feel like he buckled so easily for her. Like, stand up.
What's your problem
Nah.
with Hannah? Because I think she's playing a really great game.
I don't have a problem with it. She's
No,
not
not you, Treese. Treese don't like her.
I had changed my mind.
What you mean?
just now.
Let me say, game wise, I like Hannah.
Okay.
Person wise, I just don't like her. I don't know what it is.
I'm with
She
you.
just
Seems
gives.
dope.
She seemed like she just want to be on TV. She want to just make a moment. Girl, just play the game.
In her confessionals, I get you on her
But-
confessional, like her confessionals. I've never,
It's-
no
it's a
guys
lot.
never told me no. I'm just like, girl.
That's probably what it
They
is.
all
It's
be
just
doing
like
it though. All shows
Listen.
do that.
a woman that has to announce that. Like, just let it be. Just
Jerry
let it
said she
happen.
get
She's. I want to call her somebody, but I ain't gonna say it. But it's giving her.
America.
Okay. No.
Oh.
Yes.
I mean,
So it's just giving like, pick me. Like, okay, girl, we get it.
Yeah, very much pick me a little bit in the confessionals for sure.
The
So-
gameplay. Okay, she is playing the game, so I'm gonna give her that.
so while we talk about gameplay, do you think it was smart for her, in terms of it being this early, to be omitting information like that from Tony?
No.
Why
Carrie.
you get, I think the tricky thing is it's like, say her and Tony got to the end together, it's like they're both gonna not guess each other. But
Right.
I don't think it hurts. Hey, you just gotta make it past one person, and who knows Tony's relationships. He could have said, "Oh, Q, I heard this," and
I know,
Ryan
but-
might be a suspect or something.
But I feel like I'm you know me, I'm the kind of person that sees things from both sides. I feel like it's dumb to like get rid of the ally, like kind of sabotage the ally you trust the most.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she knows
Yes.
for a fact he was going for Michael, and the fact that he went home guessing for Michael, that should kind of wake something up in her. Like, okay, I think I'm onto something now because I already went off the Michael trail, so I feel like I might be onto it. So like, I think if she was smart, she would have picked up on that.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it's kind of. Do I agree on withholding some information? Yes. I feel like in this instance, this probably would have should have been something that she told Tony.
Also, if she's not the mole, I don't think she's the mole. But for me, it's like,
think she is
I
either.
get it, you want to keep this money, you want to keep that information to yourself. But it's like, no, you ain't fit to make us miss out on no money. You know, you saw chicken in that girl cup. You need to say something. Like, you
said
might want
chicken?
to check that.
Huh? Wait, never mind. I got lost in the south of that phrase. I'm sorry.
With chicken
I
in the
don't know.
cup.
I don't know what that's regarding. You go ahead, keep picking.
Chicken in the cup.
About what? Who's the chicken? Who's the
What is chicken in the cup?
During the challenge, the dinner challenge?
During the challenge, remember they each had a dish that they had if it was vegetarian or chicken. Yeah.
Oh,
And
Oh, I missed that part.
I thought that was some
Yeah.
I don't be
southern
paying attention to it.
phrase.
Y'all know I don't pay
Oh,
attention to
no.
it.
Oh,
'Cause I
my
just
Yeah.
thought it was some phrase. I say I don't know, but that might be an Oklahoma phrase. I don't know. Just gonna let it rock.
I'm not that
I wouldn't be
country.
lying. I was just like, okay.
No. But before we jump ahead that far, so we get through. They eventually do stop. I don't know how that nobody made it through. I would have been crawling the whole time and nobody
Paid
would have got
actors.
through.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I do think it's kind of crazy that like in stage 1 they all bum rush and they all get through.
Right. You should have bum rushed at the end too.
But I think they were trying to be trepidatious because I think they knew that each person only had 10 bullets.
Yep.
And then knowing that only the first person to make it there gets it.
Carrie, I'm gonna retweet it every time. Every time.
Lord, I can't stand y'all. But yeah.
Yeah, it seems somewhat weird for them to be like so united, and not to say them going one at a time at the end is selfish, but that's like, why are you going one at a time? And I need these people to duck and dodge better. How you get hit with one bullet? You ain't even dodged one. I'm sorry, whoever the last person is, you got to show out better.
There was no way Ryan would have been able to hit you if you just crawled. She would have missed.
Okay, I have a theory. How do y'all think there is a possibility that some of these people didn't get hit and that it might have possibly been the mole? Okay, right? Like it.
Oh, like if Niche is the mole?
What if Niche is the mole and they're like, God,
he can't go home.
He can't go home first, right?
No, he got a button. I
don't know if it was me. Exactly. So this is my conspiracy theory time. Okay.
Oh,
ain't doing these in a minute.
It's not for 18 of these this season.
Okay. So yes. What if this is if Niche, and I never even thought Niche was the mole, and then it just popped in my head.
He's my second suspect.
Yes, we did talk about him being second, right? If he was the mole, there's no way they want him out first. Like, duh. So there were a lot of times where they're like, "Oh, got him." Did you
where? Right.
Because at this point, we need to see the whole frame. Because they were showing shot and then.
Or they should have put him in white clothing so we could see the paint.
Got a sniper somewhere. It's like, all right, let's take them out. I don't think, to be very real, I don't think none of those 5 people were. I am looking on Reddit because I know they're gonna come on Reddit and be like, I was one of the 5. You're lying. I don't think any one of those 5 were gonna be on the show regardless. That's my conspiracy.
Yeah, it don't.
So we gonna see.
Right. Because, or also, you know how they did in Squid Game, they had them ink packs and they were just setting them off. So.
And what was Squid Game produced? Where was it produced?
Netflix.
And where is the mole produced at?
Netflix.
Oh, who shared the same closet? Listen, this is just my conspiracy. So we're gonna see it out.
We'll see in 2 weeks.
Listen, we deem ourselves to be reality TV experts. Yep. We pay attention to the background, especially production. If one thing Big Brother ain't taught us nothing, is about production. And so every show we watch, we will always try to look at it from a lens of production and interference, or how they try to maneuver things the way they want it to, to push the narrative. So I can see that. If Niche was the mole, the man, he obviously can't go home. So the only other way to do it is for them to either have a sniper, like you said, secret sniper, or they got those ink packs and they set the ink packs off.
And what? Of course, we see Niche. He ends up saying, gets super hype about it. And what? They get to go back to their nice little Malaysian house, whatever, that beautiful villa thing.
It was beautiful.
I bet they only got to see that once because they keep traveling on the road. They probably don't stay there.
Right. I said the one thing they're gonna do is send them to a nice little cool mansion for the night and had them back on the road.
Had them picking beds, being like, "Oh, we got our alliance." I think it was Jen, Tony, and Hannah. We're like, Tony. "Oh, we're picking our beds," and what? They did not seem like they stayed there. What? 2 days later, they were at a hotel. But
stayed on the road.
Suspicious.
And what?
Right.
Going into the next little moneymaker thing, they had a little phone booth chilling outside. And
where we see a phone booth there, y'all? What show do we see a phone booth?
The who?
The Squid Game challenge.
Ooh,
Because they share the same production closet. They share the same team. They share everything. Conspiracy theory confirmed. It's not conspiracy anymore. It's the truth.
Oh man.
Same phone booth.
So
Hold
what?
on. Allegedly. I ain't trying to get sued. we know CBS be watching us, okay?
Right.
So
Go
what?
ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it was Jen ends up picking the phone, talking to Ari, and Ari's like, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to pick your 3 most, what is it, just trusted people, whatever, and go ahead and whenever this phone rings, they're gonna pick it up and be asked the question, and let's just hope you pick trustworthy people."
Right.
So the people gather up. Pretty good idea. They're like, "Oh, let's pick 1 per team," because everyone had their own suspicions in their groups, and it ended up being Deanna, Tony, and Muna selected as the trustworthy people. And shoot, it looked like it was going pretty well. Deanna, his phone ring. Hey, go ahead. Dial 1 if you want to contribute. Oh, the options
to the 5,000.
Yeah. Do you want 5,000? If all 3 of y'all say enter 1, you guys get 5,000. If you enter 2, you get 1 bonus question right in the little quiz.
Thank you, Ari. 2 before he even hung up. 2
with the quickness, okay?
But
2.
Everyone's right there. Of course, for Deanna, she going first, so it's like people don't know what she's doing. But she looks 1, keeps it pushing, tells everyone what's going on. Ring. Tony's time to shine. Listens. 1, we getting the money today.
Because he want to be the hero.
Want to be the hero. Want to show out. Got his whole crew. They're trustworthy. And then ring calls again. Shout out Muna, by the way.
Love Muna.
Yes.
Shout out Muna from
Rob Queen from Sequester.
Sequester. That I was about to say Society, but yeah, Sequester.
Ooh.
And Muna picks up and she thinks about it. And she says, "You know what? I'm here for money. I'm not here for to just go home first. I want to get my money. I want to get my question right." 2, well, she looks around for a second, kind of covers it.
Yeah.
Gets a little 2, walks out, confidently says, "I picked 1. We're good, y'all. We're good."
Wait. She also said, "So I picked 1. So if it don't go through there, that means one of y'all lying."
Yeah.
Gaslighting these people.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're supposed to do. And then sometimes you gaslight yourself because when they get to the table and Ari reveals that there's no money added to the pot, and then Tony had a fumble saying, I turned down the money. And said it twice. And I was like, oh.
And they were all like, "Oh, so you lied."
This dude's serious.
So Moody just got off scot-free. He's like, "Yes, go girl."
That was good. I was like, how did you have a Freudian slip that wasn't even a slip because you didn't do it?
Yeah.
We see that all the time, though. What?
But is it not what Peppermint did?
Traders? We just saw that with Peppermint and the Traders.
I literally just...
Oh, you're about to say that?
I said, you didn't hear me?
Oh, I'm deaf. I'm sorry. I got to take your shine.
Oh, my God. One band, one sound. Because I literally said Pepper. That was the first thing that came to mind. It's like Peppermint had a Freudian slip.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, Muna's scot-free, and they lose out on the 5,000, but they walk out of that first episode with 30,000 from that first challenge.
Yeah,
but before then, they had to do a vote. Well, not a vote. They had to do their quiz. I'm sorry,
quiz.
And 1 person was eliminated. And you know what? I'm not even too sad.
She was sad.
On Muna head just a little too big. She kept talking about Muna.
Sad.
Are you sure you didn't do it, Muna? Or Muna this and Muna that? She came for Muna a little too much. So Jen was eliminated first. Bye, Jen.
Shout out, Jen.
I thought she was Cassie at first, though. I'm not gonna lie. Those first couple of seconds, I thought she was Cassie.
Bye, Jen. It was nice to see you. I ain't gonna lie, I was cool on her.
Same.
She seemed dope.
She was okay.
She was all right.
She seems like a nice lady to go home.
Yeah. I don't have nothing against her. I just like I'm rooting for Muna, if anything. So
yeah. So speaking of
so
rooting and uprooting, the next challenge, the next mission. How about that?
episode 2.
All right, episode 2. The next mission, they had to go search for buried treasure. They had to break into teams. They had one team that had to go search in the water, one team had to go up in the mountains, and then one team that stay on the beach and build a raft. So they had to go find the treasures, and then they got to build a raft to take the treasure all the way up to this buoy that was very far out in the water and set up a smoke screen.
I would have built the raft.
This challenge upset me so much.
Yes.
Hold on. Which part of the challenge would y'all have wanted to be on?
I'm not gonna lie, the swimming team.
The raft.
I would have been on the swimming team. I can't swim that well, but I would have loved to try to swim for that little thing.
I think if this ain't for the fact if I'm doing this challenge and I'm not on the mole, I want to be on the team that's looking for the buried treasure up where all the boys went.
Yeah.
I want to go there. If I'm on the mole, I'm being on the raft because like some people said, if the mole is over here, this is gonna be the most suspicious area. Because it's going to be the most key part of this mission, building this raft. So you want to keep an eye on anyone who got hands on this raft. So I
would have been on the raft. I would have been on the raft personally, because as a wonderful Black woman that I am, I know how to braid, and I would have braided the rafts together. I don't know why. Because I mean, do I know how to tie a knot? Probably. But you do tie a knot at the end of your braid, and I would, and you know me, I would have been like, "What's the rule?" They'd be like, "Oh, you just gotta tie the wrap." Baby, I would have pulled one of these braids off the back, get a little extra one in there, because baby, this collect a lot of hair. It's tough.
Oh, man, the way Andy was going through that rope, it's like, hey, you might need a little extra, and I don't got it.
He was on that rope for a long time.
Look, Carrie said you would use all the good rope, just like Andy was doing. That's what Deanna was like, hold on, you using the good rope. You used too much of the good rope.
I would have.
But wait, why is there good rope and bad rope?
Right.
Why all the rope ain't good?
Set them up.
Oh man.
But yeah, I feel like the sections were fun because I'm gonna talk about the swimming a little bit because that upset me. Because they had to wander out all the way into the water. They scattered around, were like shuffling their feet, trying to find the boat. Finally, it doesn't really matter. They end up finding the boat. It's a little shipwreck. And it's tough for a lot of these people to get under the water and swim. And I feel that because they were having to swim a long way down.
They were down in there.
They had to swim out and they had to swim down.
Mm-hmm. So would have been gas. But they see a little first aid kit with a little plus on it, and it's like, all right, X marks the spot. That got to be it. And finally, Michael goes down, gets it, grabs it for a quarter second, shoves it. I'm like, what is he doing? He literally came up, held it for a second. He said, nope, I don't want it, and chucked it all the way further
to the bottom.
It was so upset. And
the way I rewind, I said, no, did he really just do that? I said, oh.
And so he threw it, y'all. I didn't see it. I thought he dropped
automatically.
He probably dropped it, but to me, it looked like he was throwing it because it's like, are things underwater really that heavy?
He said it was too heavy, right, John?
They said it was too heavy, but they also mentioned he used to be a lifeguard. What is too heavy?
That's when I started looking suspicious. I said,
ain't no way this first aid kit heavier than a grown person or a child.
Yeah, that would have made me suspicious then. Right. Because what if you have to rescue somebody that's 260? Right. You gonna drop it out?
Like, how was anyone gonna do it? How was anyone gonna do it if Michael wasn't there? If it was that heavy.
Ryan said she couldn't go down there and get it because she was too short. Then she went down there. So when Michael did go back to the floor and he got it, he handed it to her and she picked it up just fine. So I'm just like, I thought you couldn't pick it up.
And of course, we always have to. I was just gonna say we have to always keep in mind people are doing mind games. People are trying to act like the mole, and people are trying to throw people off. But Michael throwing that, I was like, oh, Lord,
right,
I know he's acting.
They didn't even have nothing in there but a bottle with a note in it. And then, so what would have happened if it was so heavy? So if Michael wasn't on that team,
battery in there,
right, or carburetor. So if Michael wasn't on there for some strength, what if it would have been Muna or Hannah there with y'all on that part? Or was it Hannah up there? No, Hannah was there. And Melissa, whoever, another one of the ladies out there, was gonna just be stuck.
It's tough. Life's tough. Losing out on 30K, however much it was.
They dang near missed out on it almost anyway. Shoot.
Yeah, because the boys couldn't figure out that they had to be looking for Mr. Clue, like count down to find the rock or whatever. Did they eventually?
And then when they started seeing the writing on, obviously we looking at it. I'm like, okay, y'all counting stuff. Where did they tell you to count? I mean, it said count down, but how was counting rocks up to 5 countdown? Like that made no sense. When
I mean, that was part of the path. They had to try to find the count.
Who is Michael?
Michael the Ginger.
Oh, Michael the Ginger. Okay, listen. Okay, for all 527 people that are here right now, if y'all don't know nothing about me, y'all know I be forgetting names, so I give them nicknames. So Michael, I'm sorry, I would never call you Michael. You would be Ginger. So when y'all reference him, Michael Ginger. I'll learn his name eventually, but I be forgetting these names, man. This is why I'm always on the graphic, but I was not. I didn't do them, but I forgot.
So we know what your homework is then.
What? Hold on. Pause. First of all, I didn't even know we were talking about the mole today, y'all. They didn't tell me. Eric didn't tell me. I thought we were just doing.
Y'all, what did my message say when I texted?
I'm not here to snitch. Josh is here to snitch. Shoot, while Josh looks.
You said something about the mole today?
He said at 2:37 my time, so 4:37 y'all's time. He said 8:30 for tonight. Wrap up the goat in 5 seconds and jump straight to the mole.
Oh, I didn't read the last part. Okay, so it's my fault. Because I would have told you that I ain't finished the mole yet. But
oh, you didn't finish?
You know she don't mind spoilers.
No, I don't care about spoilers. I only watched the first 3 episodes.
Girl,
but
this whole time I thought you had watched.
Nah, but y'all don't care about spoilers. I do know who all went home though. Because you know I am team spoiler, and my little sister was watching it because I had to go, and she was texting me who went home. She was like, "Girl, I got her into it." She was like, "So much I went." I was like, "Okay, thanks." But I am gonna go.
So no one recognized Chicken in the Cup.
Oh, Chicken in the Cup was in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, this episode 4.
Yeah. That's why I don't know who Chicken.
Eli ain't got no excuse to not know what about the Chicken in the Cup.
That's a crazy phrase. Shoot, ain't no. I'm not the only one that just heard Chicken in the Cup out of nowhere.
There was literally a chicken in the cup.
I thought it was an Oklahoma saying.
It's a chicken skewer. It's a skewer. It had the little stick.
But it was in a what, Josh? What was it in?
It was a little cup.
Moving on, the other group, they finally look in the air, find the little thing that they have to pull down, get their little X puzzle
Q
piece.
found it. Q found both of the things. He found the writing on the pink markings, and he happened to look up. First of all, I'm like, how y'all in the jungle?
Pure non-mole king.
Dude, he is a mole. I'm sorry.
Pure non-mole.
We'll save our thoughts, our theory, for who we think the mole and why at the end, because Anyway,
I think Eric's the mole.
That part.
I gotta be the mole. I would love to be the mole.
He said, Eric did set Treese up to look like the mole today, but Eric set her up.
Didn't he? But
how I set her up to be the mole?
Hey, mole-like activity. We peeping game.
That's what I'm saying. Right? Tell me, Eli.
But to finish off the challenge, we have to rely on the boat that Muna said, no, it's a good enough size. That Andy wanted to make way longer.
I love Muna.
But Muna said, it's good. And guess what? It was actually good. It was good. It stayed afloat. Until whoever was hanging on it. Was that Michael or was that Tony that was hanging on the edge?
Michael was on the other side. I think Tony was on the other side. Because they feel like one of them bumped the barrel off.
Someone kicked the barrel up, and next thing you know, stuff starts going down. It's like, no, hold on. But luckily, it's right near the end.
And they lucky they on the mold and not the traders, because Alan would be like, no, if your thing wasn't on the full thing, you ain't getting no points.
Right.
But they end up making it on, and what? They're 2 for 2 for the big old challenges.
And this is
They
about the
made
last
it.
time they won something.
Well, the full challenge.
Won the
And
full challenge.
And they was up and up until they got to $45,000. Okay,
Big money.
after 2 challenges, this ain't too shabby. But then they bring them in this little dining area, or whatever, and it said, "All right, we got
a
an
little bungalow, bar,
bungalow, and the total went bungalow."
Yeah, Carrie, these timers are terrible. They be lying.
Yeah.
No,
None of
they
these
need
shows.
to. What they need to do, they should be putting them like on a. I don't know. They need to show us like put it on a watch or something, or give us a timer that's like on an actual timer that we can see that they can see or something. I don't know. They need to give us something better because I don't trust it.
I agree.
I don't trust it.
But we get the next little. I don't know if I'm gonna call them temptations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was tempting.
Well, exemption challenges. You could call them exemption challenges or whatever. I guess temptations are better.
Yeah, because
or side quests, side missions,
side chick, whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just gonna call it temptation because I like that term. So for the next temptation, they got old-fashioned TV with the $45,000 on it, and it said this money gonna start counting down until all but one of you are left to receive an exemption. If you are ready to tap out, you just get up and leave the room. And this clock will count down until there's only one person remaining in the room. And remind you, they started at $45,000.
45. They just got 30 of that, right? Just 2 minutes ago. They just got 30 of that.
No, they just got 15. They got 15.
Yeah.
Oh,
First
that was 15.
The first challenge was 30 because remember they also got 10 for
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, I had it back.
Yeah, so they have to 45,000. So we have 45, and then started going, and I was like, and then Tony, stubborn self, was like, "Well, the money ain't important to me. I want that exemption. I want the title of being a winner." And I don't think I've ever related more to a person on a TV show more than Q.
Yeah.
So like, what do you don't need the money? Oh, I would have an aneurysm. Deal with them people. You don't need the money. Him is me is him.
You so funny.
What are you doing? Are you crazy? What do you mean you don't have the money? That's the reason we're here, to get the money. Why would you be?
I need a montage of just him freaking out for the whole season.
He popped several blood vessels. I know he did.
He did. His blood pressure is skyrocket high.
And I don't blame him because I would be the exact same way. Talking about you just here because you want to win and you don't care about the money. I was like,
but choose me. Choose me real quick.
He's about to lose his mind.
Yeah, we know.
But Q losing his mind and going crazy. But Q, you were down into the final 4, dang near. Left sitting down. Talking about that.
I mean, he left way early though, because Muna was sitting there for a minute in 3rd place by her lone self.
He was down. He was like 4 or 5. He was down there late.
Hey, I can't hate on them for wanting an exemption, and just like I can't hate on Tony, because guess what I would have done if Tony said that. I would have said, "Oh, I give up. I'm leaving," and literally only took Hannah.
I know part of me is also still has some key, but I was like, also me being so scum. It's like, you tell me to just acquiesce to you? No, I'll stay here too. I didn't want this exemption.
I would have been like, well, how about y'all rock, paper, scissors? Because we about to lose all this money. The only person that would stay sitting down would be the mole.
Well, that would make them sit. No,
well,
that's what I would have said.
If they stubborn enough, they'd be like,
said.
"Why would I play rock paper scissors? I ain't gotta listen to you."
They don't have to.
They could have.
Because you can't get voted out. So
it would at least have 1 or 2 people thinking like, "Damn, if I let them go, they are losing all this money." I mean,
but that's what they want too. People want you to think that they the mole, if they're not the mole, so you can vote them, so it gives them a closer chance to make it to the end.
That's true.
So man, they dwindled that money down. Just Hannah and Tony staring at each other. Hey, Tony, drop out. Tony, drop out. Like
she said,
fun.
Get up.
It was fun. It was
get up.
Even like what? I think it's
was
Q
doing
that said it, but someone that said
cute.
Bonnie and Clyde. They're Bonnie and Clyde in their way out.
That's what Q said. He said they
foreplay.
dated Bonnie and Clyde.
That was foreplay. Is for Hannah. I could look in her eyes. She was just like, I was like,
oh yeah, they made sure they got something in later on that night or whatever little hotel.
Oh lordy,
do we need to?
Oh lordy. The moving
and so
on.
she pretty much gave him that look. what they cut out the show, what they probably did show, like, listen, you ain't getting no more till you drop out and give me this
Not
exemption.
no more. Get no more what, Eric?
Oh lordy, Eric, I'll save you. I'll save you,
Eric. Gonna start
Eric.
blushing.
The money
Candy
dropped
girl.
down. The money dropped down to 10K. It dropped down to
Candy
10.
girl.
They lost 35K.
Yeah.
A lot.
Then that 10. Who would have
Little
known
over there
though?
because it was down like
Hey,
9,800.
Hey, long term thinking, this don't matter at all. It doesn't matter that Hannah
It
and
don't
Tony
matter.
did this. That's a funny thing. At
Yeah.
the time, it was like, oh Lord, what are they doing? It didn't matter.
It meant
Netflix
nothing.
saving
At all.
money.
At all. Y'all could have been at the house.
No more chicken in the
Did.
cup for Tony. That facts.
Chicken.
So Hannah wins. She beats him out. He does eventually acquiesce, because he wants to build trust and all that, yada yada yada. So Hannah wins the exemption. That was worth, like Eli said, a little over $35,000. And so they go into the next quiz after that, and who goes home?
Andy.
Because he was so
thought Andy
hooked up
was
on
cool.
Muna.
Hold on. Andy is the old man?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay, I saw him. I saw that picture.
I like the old man. He was 60, so shout out to Andy for getting out there. Okay.
I like Andy. Yeah, I call him Papa. I like Papa.
Same. I did.
You know what? At least with Andy and later Tony leaving, we see the common thread. People think it might be Michael because what in the first mission, Michael was the one constantly slipping, and I know he was also on Muna, but
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. It's common thread of targeting someone, and it ain't that person.
You can't
Right.
you can't go all in. It's too early to go all in.
Yeah.
And that's what they're making that mistake to do.
Yeah.
So episode 3.
On a side note, I just think like I wonder if these quizzes are graded on like a weight. I think it's like if it wasn't like 1 point every question, but the final question, who is the more? What if that's worth extra points?
Nope.
I don't think so.
It's 50 questions.
20
50
questions.
plus. They got more than that. So we remember after we talked to Samara and Joy last season. It's a lot of questions. It's more than 20.
Wait a minute. Didn't they used to let us do the questions?
I mean, they still sometimes show them like, oh, what
Oh,
group
do they?
are they in?
But
Yeah.
I think
No,
she mean
all
like
of
in the
them.
old version, like how they used to let us do all of them.
Oh, I have no clue.
No, last season. When they did on Netflix.
Every batch of episode, they let out a quiz.
Yeah, they let us question ourselves. Like
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, remember that. But yeah, Josh, so it's more than 20
I never
questions.
did them, but I remember.
That was our background scoop that we got. There are more than 20.
Must have missed that episode.
Well, no, they didn't tell you. They
No, I
told.
meant when y'all interviewed, when you talked to the
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's more questions than what they give, and they're not easy questions either. Like they want to know who got 2 dogs at home and whose mama then flew across the Atlantic Ocean
Crazy
5
fool.
times.
Well, look, that's why they got the journal. That's why they're supposed to be keeping tabs on. And I wish I know because the old version, OG Mole, tapped more into those things. So even us and audience can do a better job of playing along with the quizzes. Whereas here it's like mission, slight showing the stage discussion of post mission, and there's like I don't know. I wish we could see more of like their actual thoughts. In this game, we see like a lot of people here are keeping their cards close to their chest. Which, granted, it's nice to see, but it's like also like you kind of want to see people actually compare notes. Like even we saw,
I want to see more downtime, more social game.
Yeah, and I want to like
y'all at the house.
Are supposed to be like over here like comparing stuff. Like, can we actually see them compare notes? Because unless I'm missing, I don't really think I've seen them actually go and compare notes.
Yeah.
And it's like I wish there was more of that aspect. Because I think we even got some of that and more in season 1. I know people also want to keep the stuff close to your chest. Like we saw when Hannah saw old girl be wrong about keeping it in the cup.
Yeah.
And then when Michael saw Sean turn over the wrong photo.
Yeah.
Or take down the wrong photo, whatever. Like I wish there could. I don't know.
No, I agree. I would like to see more social game. I think the only issue is that unless they in like a big mansion like the villa that they were in all the time, they won't, because when they get in their hotels, they can't leave the hotel rooms.
Yeah,
So
they in there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But Shoot.
How did
moving
Kasi get to
on.
leave hers?
She was the
Anyway, right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Episode 3.
Wrong season.
Episode 3. Lead
So
us
what?
in, Eli. Lead us in.
So what? Start the episode. They're sitting in the 2 different cars sent to their next challenge. And little do they know that's going to be their teams. And they have to decide, who's going to be team leader for this one? Of course, Niche and his group. He's like, I got this. The girls
Y'all know
look,
y'all gonna choose me.
They said, no, we aren't.
No.
No, we aren't. I forget who's in the
In
car.
unison.
I remember Melissa, Muna, and
Right.
I know it's the girls and Ryan. Yep.
Yeah. They said absolutely not.
Niche, you're not that guy. You're not that guy.
Because they are sick
Oh,
of him.
we
I don't know
got
what
you.
he's doing off screen. Because they're like, we sick of him thinking he's supposed to be running everything. He always trying to lead. He always trying to be over this and over that. So this is what he's doing off screen too, clearly, because they over him.
And what? They end up picking Melissa for their team. The other car, of course, has a couple that just lost $50,000 that gosh darn close to. And they're, of course, like, I think we'd be good at it. Michael says, nope, I trust
overstayed her
Sean.
welcome.
And let's trust Sean. And what? They let Sean be the lead, and little do they know they have to rappel down 40 flights of building.
And that's what I like. I like how they waited after they let them pick their person before they told them what the person is actually going to have to do.
Yeah, they
This
should
I like
continue
that.
to do that.
Yes.
And shoot, the rappelling got a little bit boring for me. It'd be fun. But shoot, the way Sean was dramatic, I understand it's scary. But no, I'm not even mad at Sean for being dramatic. Because once he got on that building, gosh, he dropped immediately down.
I would have been doing that too, because what if I'm looking for a red chair? If I don't see no red chair.
Melissa was taking her gosh darn time. I was like, what is going on? How Sean's been down for 20 minutes.
Ooh, pick me. All right. Sorry, I was cosplaying as Hannah.
Hold up, what's Sean's nickname? Do we got a nickname? Which one, Sean? Stay at home dad.
Stay at home dad.
The cop.
Former cop.
Yeah, the cop. Okay.
Okay, so
I know who.
I went on Reddit last night, and
Okay.
yes, and I went into Reddit and I saw Melissa had popped in one of the messages or whatever.
Let me get on Reddit.
So she kind of explained herself. She said she's not gonna be able to say more until after the season is over. But she said one thing they didn't tell her where the chair was. They just said the chair was, you would see the red chair. So she didn't know if it was going to be like on the balcony like it was, or if it's going to be actually inside the apartment that they had to look for.
That makes sense. That does make sense, because you would hate to go all the way down just to miss something.
Yeah, so that's why she
restart all the way over.
That's what she said. That's what she explained herself. She said she had more to say about the challenge after the season is over. So I guess there must be some extra tea about that challenge that she can't reveal until the season's over. But this is what I saw her say when she popped in the subway.
Which makes a lot of sense. I wasn't
on the
expecting
balcony
it to be.
though.
I don't
They
think
didn't say
they
on the
said
balcony?
it. No, they said find her that chair.
You know, sometimes those little minute details, when you're scared of fright, like you might forget little details if they did mention that.
Yeah. But you also, you know what? I felt like they did say balcony, but they could have been a voiceover for us, for the viewers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when
I love to be catching with there's been a lot of voiceovers for us from Ari during the challenges. So that's why they get granted some people a little bit more grace, because I can tell the difference in voice from the voiceover and when he's actually talking to contestants.
it has that more like the little effect around it.
It sounds clearer.
Yeah.
And shoot, we're talking about Melissa taking her time. Guess what? Her team won.
They did win some. They didn't win it all. They won some of it.
They won. No, they won their. Oh wait, you're right. They did win some.
Because they opened that stupid clue that Niche wanted them to open.
Treese. But
well, here's the thing.
Please, I'm in the mall Reddit now. I'm over here typing stuff. I'm like,
that was it. Oh well. That's right. But anyway, but I don't know. To some extent, I don't blame them, because they're already down like their last guess.
Yeah.
So it's like, look, if I was them, I would open the clue too, mole or not, because I'm just like, look, we got one guess left. Let's see if maybe this is telling us something we don't know. And granted, they already had all the information they needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is the mole leaving it up to a 50-50. I liked it. Quick little summary for those that forget. They had to search through an apartment. They had a little UV light, find a little safe.
Thank you.
And they had special lights on some specific numbers. And it ended up being 2 different numbers. Like, for example, 6395. But when you get to the very end, you have 3 chances to put it in. And both teams already use their guesses early on, and so you get to the end, at least for that second team, and
because they had a lot of
decoy.
Are those what you call like red herrings? Like they had decoy numbers.
Because because when they first see them, when they get the flashlight and they look at the things and they see what 4 numbers there are. With that, there's 24 different combinations that you can make of those 4 numbers.
Right.
You only get 3 guesses. And then anytime they see those 4 numbers, they look at she'll see 348. They got to see 348. So it's like, she's got to be in here somewhere. So it got to be 48. Was like, I don't know. And then the other team I was telling Q, like, don't flashlight's a waste of time.
Tony, was that Tony? No.
Yeah, no, that was Tony.
Yeah.
I told him that. And there was someone who went and told him, who later in the convention said Q didn't do much. I said,
Sean, I said, how dare you? Talking about Q didn't do much, and he the reason why y'all got something done.
Who said he didn't do much?
The cop.
He said who didn't do much?
Q.
Y'all ain't I'm being treated. No.
Look.
But
no, look, I did look. That's what I said too. I said, I know he's Shane.
But yeah, Sean and them team, they used all their guesses, ain't get nothing right, had to spread out the thing. They were close, but they weren't close.
What Carrie just said, yes, Muna, she saw them back and knew they meant something. But so going back to you, they turned off all the lights. The other team didn't turn off all the lights. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna turn off the lights, but they got some money. But the team that did, so Q, when he did get the light and they seen those UV light, they turn off light, turn off the light. So all you did was look at the safe, and you didn't go around the house looking for nothing else to light up, like nothing in your spirit told you to go check around the house at all, Mr. Q.
I do feel like they got set up a little bit because that clock being 348 and 3, 4, and 8 being one of the numbers. I understand where they're like, all right, where's the 6? Or whatever. I understand where they got caught up.
But they didn't try to go nowhere else and look nowhere else to see if nothing else lit up.
Because the other team, they went and said, one person, like, I think the answer, I'm just going to make a note of compiling all the numbers we have, see what the common threads are. It's like, okay, good. That's good. Try to deduct what numbers actually mean something.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, it was interesting to see how they took different approaches. One team didn't believe the batteries were worth nothing. Another team did, and they, one team turned off all the lights and found the thing. Another one didn't, and then they end up realizing.
And they won the coin flip. And they won the coin flip. And sometimes you just need a 50-50.
I was just want to say, I guessed it home. I had it right.
Me too.
I was like, I'm gonna just go with this one.
91-25. That's what I would say. 91-25.
That's what I did.
Facts.
I was right,
but.
I know I guess it from home, but I would have got it if I was there in person. I figured that.
I would have been cooked. I was cooked.
So the team that did get it right, they did, like I said, they opened up the clue, and the clue said everything you need will light up. They were so.
I don't hate on it though. I can't hate on it. It was a smart clue pull.
First of all, the other team didn't even find the clue.
That's gonna be my question. I wanted the other team had a clue in their room.
They had to. I feel like it was just in those books, in them papers on them folders.
Yeah, I was wondering because they could have set it up to like one team. So like, it's not impossible that they would put it in one apartment. The clue.
No, I think they will always do it for both, just because that the opportunity to take out half of what they could potentially win.
Right.
I just think they just didn't find that. Their team was stuck. They were just sorry. That's all.
They were very sorry. There's apologetic, even if you will.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they lose. Well, one
only made 5,000.
Ryan.
Hold on. Pause. Ryan, you are the first person that I picked that I said I love. And
Yes.
now that you're here watching, I have to say, I said that you're the mole. So,
Love it.
right? We're gonna find out.
No,
Y'all
literally.
both
Ryan's
volleyball
one of my
girls.
favorites.
Y'all both volleyball girls.
Yes.
Okay, I'm biased. I love her
It's the
because she's
volleyball.
volleyball coach, and I love volleyball with my whole
I
heart.
loved how
But-
blunt
I love Ryan.
you are.
Very.
When I loved it. Like when they asked, "Oh, how did you think you did in the challenge?" She said, "Well, we had to hit all of them." So I loved it. Loved it. So thank you for joining.
Mm-hmm.
And
And jump into a little temptation, or I guess side quest for the next challenge.
Mhm.
After they
Yeah.
only got $5,000.
I only got 5.
They stand in a nice little
Hey.
plaza. I'm
Does
curious
the
if they-
5,000 matter?
I know,
It
I know, we're
don't.
talking. Why are we even saying money figures? Because nothing matters. I could say they made $10 and it
Look.
wouldn't matter.
The episodes ended how the episode 1 started. They had
Mhm.
nothing.
Nothing.
But this little fortune cookie game was a little fun because we got to see some people lie, some people try to
Mhm.
challenge each other, be a little smart about how much money they're saying they got. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I liked the little twist with it, because they were like, "It's 5 exemptions up for grabs." I was like, "Oh, that's
Huge.
if 5
That
people
is
get
huge.
exemptions, that's gonna be bad for the ones that don't
Right.
get
See,
it."
now with this challenge, I don't know, maybe since Ryan is here, maybe you could help see if I'm wrong about this. But like, I felt weird about the fact that I didn't know that they know how many of each dollar amount there are. There's 2 5,000s, 2 10,000, 1 20,000. I thought people,
Yeah.
because unless I missed it when they announced it in the rules, I didn't know that. So I was like, why are people randomly speaking out these $5,000 amounts? Like, how do they know there's only 120K? Like, how do they
Yeah.
say that in advance? Or
I don't think I caught it if they said it, but then I realized I was like, okay, so there has to be a set because I think it was up to like 50 or something.
they said,
1,000 that
they
was up
said
for
a
grabs.
lot of money. They said over 50,000 or up to 50,000.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And so I guess people were like, well, I got to hurry up and jump in because they did it by rounds, right? So if you survived your round, then you got to keep your exemption. So like with
Mhm.
Ryan, she said she had the 20K versus Tony.
Tony.
Was it Tony? Not Tony. Was
Yeah.
it Tony?
It was
Yeah, it was Tony.
It was Tony.
So had they chose Tony as the liar, she would have had her exemption because you only get one guess per round of the set of money. So the 20K, here's the round. So guess which one got a 20? Is it Ryan or is it Tony? And had they, chosen, she would have had her exemption card. And they would have lost.
Ryan, I don't blame you for trying because you do because you do what you got.
Why not? Why not? And honestly, it's crazy that I thought they was gonna get rid of Tony.
Listen. Go ahead.
No, I thought because he lied. Like all you had to do was lie to me once when he fumbled and said that he took the money when the phone booth and
He would have got voted
out.
out. You know what? You can go. You can go and go. Rory got you. You can go. Carrie with the quickness. Hey, y'all remember what y'all said
All the way
last
It was
week?
so
'Cause,
smart.
I would have brought it up too. I would have brought it up. Y'all remember he took that, he
repeatedly.
the one who took that 5,000 from us and he took that question.
I mean, I ain't saying nothing, but
Hey, no,
Right.
Hannah was riding for her man though. Hannah was like, nope,
did.
nope. Tony doesn't have it. I know.
She
Tony.
did all that riding for him to kick him out. Oh man.
but
yeah,
yeah,
so-
I forget how the vote went. Did everyone vote for Ryan pretty much?
It was 6-4.
Oh wait, oh that was closer than I remember.
There were a lot of close votes. The votes were close, which I liked. Come on, big brother. Can we get split
Listen.
votes, please?
listen, a win is a win. Okay.
Hey,
Win is a win.
I will say that
One by
vote for
two.
me. That vote
And
for me
she
was
won by
close.
2. That's a
Wasn't
double win.
close. But
Right.
what next was the 10Ks, which I forget who was there. Muna, I think, was a 10K-er.
Muna was a
Uh,
10K.
She was in
Hannah
the
was a-
round, but she got voted out because she had the exemption.
Yeah, Hannah
Right.
was a 10K-er. And who
Not
else?
Deanna, not Michael, not
Melissa.
you.
Melissa
Melissa.
also got voted out.
Yeah. Yeah, she got put it up. What'd you say,
And-
Trees? Oh, I saw Trees do her finger like that. I don't know what that was. But yeah, go
Oh
ahead.
no, that was me saying bye to Melissa.
Oh,
Said, and she had voted out. I was like, did I say something? I was like, oh no. That was me chunking the deuce to her. But go ahead.
Gotcha. Hannah Moon, Carrie said, okay, Hannah Moon had the thing. Okay.
But
Gotcha.
yeah, all I'm gonna say, I forget exactly how every vote went, but it felt like every single one was going well.
They got all those exemptions out. They got all the exemptions back to back to back.
Like, I don't know what it was, but it also set people up to see some liars. Like, for them to be like, oh, Muda can lie like that. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a perfect little challenge. And the only one to weasel away was Michael. Who got his little 5K.
Yeah. And I thought it was fun.
Yeah. Broke up the 5K. Card. Yeah, he didn't get 5K. He got his exemption for 5K.
And so when they were arguing about it, because first of all, they were like, Q lying, you lying, Q, you lying, you sweating. He was like, I'm not doing, I'm trying to tell you, I got the 5K. Don't send me home. And then he's like, he kissed his little chain with his mom on it. That's how you know I'm real.
Hey,
me and Angie
he kissed on that chain a lot.
Me and Angie said, how many times have you heard kids at school talking about, oh my grandma, oh my this, oh my mom, oh my, and be lying out there behind?
That's what Niche did too, right?
Hold on. I'm gonna be real. A game is not real life.
It's not.
Hey, so, they got on Dan Giesling for that though. They got on Dan for that.
You know what I'm saying? It won't even matter.
But the thing is with Q, he has been telling the truth. So I don't know if he's I don't know if he'd be like me and just trying to lull people into a false security. He only see me kiss this if I'm telling the truth. And so far, every time he's kissed, he's been telling the truth. So I don't know if he's gonna stick to that, or like he actually gonna do that to lull into false security, and then eventually go and then go do it when he actually lies. Like,
that would be bonkers. That
and
would
pull
be
a Kasi from last season, make them chew. They be all locked up and chained up, and they like, we vote for Q.
Yeah,
right. And he take that exemption card.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say something out of pocket.
So they all eventually get it all right, except for that time when they end up letting Michael slip through, like Eli said, with that exemption. And they was like, oh, Michael, you're a little liar, huh? Bet. You know it. And I think that's where a lot of suspicion start to get put on him from that right there. Because I don't think they really thought him a liar like that.
Okay, so I didn't get to watch the rest of the episode. I had started before and didn't get to finish it. So the suspicion is heavy on Ginger right now.
Yes.
Somewhat.
Heavy.
Somewhat.
Well, it's
for some people.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are still suspicious in people's eyes, I feel like. It's not like everyone's like, oh, it's Michael 100%. It's like, side-eyeing.
Well, as we see, this is planting a seed that a lot of people are growing to more and more suspicion, and this actually plays out.
Because as you saw in the next thing, when they go to the theater, after the vote, obviously, but
after they take the quiz, Melissa goes home by Melissa.
The poker
that
queen.
Was so random. I don't know. That felt like a random elimination. I don't know why that felt random with her going.
It felt like it was kind of like threw in there, right? Like it was out of. Is it just me? It felt like they was like, yeah, Melissa, you gonna have to go to the house. And she was like, all right, y'all.
It felt so weird. I was like, Melissa, the one that went home. Okay.
Yeah, it did feel a little out of place.
So she gone, and so that
leads go watch some movies.
Yes, they get to their little hotel, they nice hotel. I ain't never been in a 5-star. I've been in the 3s. I ain't never been in a 5-star, so I gotta win this money so I can keep this going.
No, that's right. Shoot.
So they in their little hotel.
Nice.
Okay. So they sitting down, they chilling, and then he's like, "There's some movies, and the opportunity to get some information on your fellow competitors. So, at the cost of $5,000, you get to go see a screening of anybody you choose left in the game, of what they said and how they said they would play the game of the mole, if they were to be the mole, or just their strategy in general. And every single one of these suckers took that money.
What?
That was not worth the money for me.
Not everyone.
It was not.
It depends on who
you saw. See everybody's.
Who you saw, right?
Yeah. I
just want to clarify real quick. Q did not take the money.
I said that.
Paid his butt. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know, it just depends. Like, I think Tony doing it to watch Hannah's video, a waste of money.
Nah.
Right.
I respected that. You
I
have to make
think
sure.
my-
You got to make sure she ain't gonna like play like, oh, I'm gonna dot my eyes at some guys and everything, and get in a fake showmance for this money.
I guess, but
You don't think she really liked Tony? You think she's just doing it to pass the time and have an ally?
how fast she let him go? Yes.
I think so too.
Oh lordy, oh
I
lord,
agree. Wholeheartedly agree.
But I really
oh
feel like
lordy.
Deanna felt like she kind of made good on her video of watching Luna. You know, I really don't think Luna's the mole. I really don't.
Yeah.
Me and Eric was talking about this. Like, Muna would have been a great mole,
Yeah.
but we know how reality TV works, and I just don't think that they would make two black women the mole back to back, and that's literally the only reason. Like, I think they, of course, want to go a different route, different demographic. It might be a white man, that is the mole this week, or this season, or whatever.
Yeah,
But me and Eric was talking about that.
No, I was about to say the same thing. That's low-key my biggest reason why I don't think she's the mole.
That was the only reason, but she would have been great as a mole.
And I really do feel like Luna with her story. I feel like it'd be kind of weird to hear talk about her kind of like Somali refugees or from Somalia or whatever.
Mhm.
I feel like it'd be weird to see all that and she's actually the mole. Like, I don't feel like they endear us this to the people who are going to be the mole.
Carrie, same. Carrie said she's guessing that it's all the white people. I agree.
Yep. And and I really feel like the only people that really make good of like the movie tickets, anyone who went to see Sean. Because maybe finding out that he's not just a stay-at-home dad, but he's an undercover. He used to be an undercover cop. It's like, ooh, yep, that's $5,000 well spent. I can't even blame them. They got their money's worth on watching his video.
Yeah. So many people wasted their money on Hannah. That was crazy.
Especially Tony. I'm sorry. I still think it's dumb.
That was so stupid.
That's why.
What was her answer?
She was just saying to blame. She said she's gonna.
I'm gonna be bubbly.
Like, I'm just like they can underestimate me, but I know I'm just really smart. It's like, that's my girl. That's my girl. And then the other two guys that went and saw her was like, well, I didn't really get much out of that.
That's what they get.
Listen, got nothing out of that.
Right.
Hey, but they all threw away 40K as a group. So shout out to throwing away 40K for that.
And Q was sleeping good while they were here watching movies. And
hey, ain't no one watched Q's video either. That's my non-mole king right there.
You know what's funny?
Q the mole.
On Reddit, everybody think Q the mole. I don't get that vibe. I don't get that vibe at all. I really don't. I think there is a 0.1% chance he's the mole.
If he's the mole,
if he's the mole, give
hey,
him a
they
Tony.
doing it for if he's the mole, he's just like everyone else is doing it for him. So shout out to everyone else throwing away all that money.
Yeah,
because y'all gotta remember the mole doesn't always have to actively sabotage, especially if you got a cast like this who willing to snatch money out every time you turn around.
I was about to say, honestly, he could be. Let me just earn the money, because at this point they're gonna take it anyway.
Right, I just feel like if he's the mole, it'd be definitely a more interesting approach to the mole because, like, he's just so mad about how much they take away the money in one mood, but then two, the fact that he's not even doing anything. Like, low-key, it'd be interesting if we found out he's actually the mole, because it'd be definitely the most interesting approach I've seen a mole take in all the versions.
No, he need an Oscar and an Emmy for sure for his film, if he is the mole.
Mm-hmm.
If he's the mole, because I'll talk about this at the end when we start doing our final.
So yeah, then jump into the next, probably my favorite challenge. Simple in idea,
chicken in a cup.
But it sounds like Josh. You want to go ahead and talk about chicken in a cup?
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. So,
Brian, if you're still there, that's what we're referring to you when you said, "Oh, the pilot had the vegetarian option in there. He definitely had chicken in a cup."
Yeah,
they didn't know what I was saying. Well, Josh knew. Eli did it.
The bottom row didn't know.
So pretty much all the players are going to be staffed at this fancy dinner, and all the guests are like brought a gift. Only 3 of them brought a gift of cash, and they got to use the deductive clues to figure out who brought the cash. And they only get one guess. They know one's a pilot, one's an artist, and one's a doctor.
Yes.
And so the first thing they go and they look through the little RSVPs and say, "Oh, person that brought the gift likes red wine. So then each person goes table by table, relaying information, detailed. Like they're really playing Guess Who in Malaysia.
Yeah.
With real human beings. And everything was going fine. They got through all the red wine questions. They got through, and literally everyone had white wine. It's like, cool.
I need to watch Chicken in a Cup.
Yeah, but then here's where it comes into play, because they said that the people that have the cash have a peanut allergy, and it's a chicken skewer and a peanut sauce.
Chicken satay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that means
not chicken in a cup, a chicken satay on a skewer.
in a cup.
In a
Doesn't
cup.
matter.
Was there an actual cup?
Yes, it was served inside of a cup.
A clear plastic cup.
Almost like one of the communion cups. You take communion.
So it was basically a chicken skewer.
In a cup.
I'm getting beat up over here.
Yes.
A chicken skewer in a cup.
Ryan said Petronas Towers are really made special. I believe it.
It looks so pretty.
Oh my god.
Everyone dressed to the
incredible.
9s. Shoot, not even to the
Yeah.
9s, to the 12s. They were just everyone looking spiffy.
Definitely. Oh, but you forgot to mention. So Sean started to suspect that.
I was getting there.
Oh, I thought he did this during the wine section though.
Well,
I
anyway,
was getting there.
I'm about to mention it right now.
Oh well, go ahead.
So they're looking for, they have either the chicken or the little vegetable dumpling, whatever it was, samosa,
Yeah.
whatever. So they're looking for people that have red wine and also getting the vegetable thing. So while they're doing that and they're coordinating, Sean notices Michael watching him out the corner of his eye, because that undercover cop thing is very observant. So he said, let me just go ahead and put this up and like turn around like a couple photos so they don't notice. But then Michael caught him. Like, So like I said, that could have been during the red wine round, but like it happened when
because he was like, oh, if he's looking at me, he must have watched my video last night. So let me give him something to think about and make him do something real obvious, so he really thinks that I'm the suspect, so he votes for me and he go home. And then Michael was like,
I'm gonna get some random individual on here and put her in my pocket.
and the one they needed.
But then that low key makes it feel like, how is it ironic that the one person you try to set him up to think it is, but you actually take out the person that actually has the money?
Hey,
which again, don't matter. Didn't even matter.
It did not matter at all.
None of it mattered.
Yeah,
the way these people have wasted a week in Malaysia.
Hey, fun vacation. You know, I did that for a vacation.
At least I got a vacation.
Food.
Look,
hey, free chicken in a cup. Like, you know what? It's worth it.
Carrie said the men had no business doing the observations.
The straight men.
That tracks. That might track.
Yeah, that's the same reason you don't want a straight male Instacart shopper. They don't know nothing.
I can't.
But
because
so
it was. Go ahead. No.
I'll go move forward and see if you get something saying that in response to that. Go ahead.
No.
All right. So then they go and they start narrowing it down, but then Hannah notices that Ryan, our friend here in the chat, Ryan, had given some incorrect information about the pilot at table 9. He had the peanut, he had the chicken, said he had the vegetable.
She did it so smooth too. Chicken, the pilot at table 9 got chicken in the cup. I mean, she didn't think twice. She did chicken and did.
I'm telling y'all, Ryan is the mole. I said that.
You just said Niche is the most.
No, I said
we said Niche is number 2. So if
Ryan
it's
is
not
our first.
Ryan, then it's
then we
Niche.
said Niche.
But
and for me, I said Q
episode, I said it's Ryan. Now I may have been biased for picking her just because I had liked her, but I promise you, I think it's her. Ryan, tell us if I'm telling the truth or not. Okay, don't tell us. Okay, just slide my DMs and tell me.
Look,
I like
blink twice if you're the most.
Oh my
Ryan
God.
is not on here, y'all. She's in the chat, so we can't actually see her face. So even if she did blink, she could be blinking right now, y'all. She could be blinking right now.
Type anything if you're the mole.
No, don't set her up like that.
Look, don't type anything if you're the most. Don't type anything. No.
Y'all setting her up. Y'all setting Ryan up.
We are.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
Nah,
But
no
we want to
spoilers,
talk to
no
you, girl. Come back to us when the show is over, because we've already talked. We've talked to people who were on the mode last season at the end of the season. So come back to us when this is over. We're gonna reach out to you.
Yeah,
And
we'll see you in 2 weeks.
So
We'll
you
see
can
you in
tell us
2
how
weeks.
right we are.
And give us some ins and outs and some tea.
Lord jeez,
Yeah.
please let Ryan be in the finale.
Please. Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Wrong.
please.
Ooh.
She's
I'm
mostly
rooting for you,
definitely gonna
girl.
be
I'm
there.
rooting for you.
But
I'm
go
rooting
ahead,
for
Josh.
you. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah. So then they figure out, oh, we gotta find. We have the little coat tag thing, so we need to find them and match them up with the person that has it. So Q's over here telling them, oh, the lady, she's a short-haired Asian girl with a sparkly gold dress, and it's like, I don't see that. I must be thinking about this other girl. And then Xiao realizes, oh wait, the person whose photo I turned around was actually the person who has the money. Oopsie, but it's too late to turn back now.
And for me, when Q was describing her, he was like, they were like, are you sure? He's like, no, she got short hair, she got a sparkly dress. And I'm like, oh, it must be, first of all, that woman hair, I mean, it wasn't long, but it wasn't short. And
It
her
was
dress wasn't
bobbish.
sparkly.
Yeah, oh, the other woman, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the other woman who was the wrong woman. Her dress was
Did
not
you say
sparkly.
it wasn't
It was a
long, but
black
it wasn't
dress.
short?
No, because like,
Like,
the way that he
it
was
was like
describing it,
this.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so the
is that
lady
long or
who,
short?
this
See?
is short.
You know what, Carrie? That tracks. So let me put that up there.
Well, no. Listen, because I would have understood what Quay was saying, because he said short hair. If I'm looking, well, granted, the other lady picture ain't up there, so I mean, there's not really much they could do about that.
They could have went and double checked it though. They could have turned the pictures back around just to make sure we didn't miss nothing.
I mean,
He put it in his pocket.
Yeah.
True.
So
Well, shoot. At that point, it's like, oh, it's that woman at table 9, and that's the one we got. He could be thinking, I don't know. Pictures are black and white almost.
He might not be the mole, because when they did the thing, he was like, his face was like, that's not
the girl. That's not the one I said.
Y'all right. I think he's just an animated non-mole.
Yeah, I think it's just like the guy who actually won last season, whatever, the tall lumberjack.
Will.
Yeah, that one. I think he's kind of the same vein, but more likable.
Yeah. Anyways,
let's shoot. How much money they get? How much people they get right?
They got one person right.
Because what's the name messed up the so the pilot. So Ryan made them mess up the pilot. And
yes, he did make a mess up, but there was still a 50-50, but they ended up going with the pilot.
Right, because you're right. It was a 50-50.
And they used a coin flip on the previous day. They shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
My bad.
The other person they got completely right was the artist, so they won $10,000.
For no reason.
So good.
And look at that. They're at 30,000. They have so much money. 30,000.
$30,000, y'all. Look at them.
They got how much?
30,000, and that is when Hannah decides, no, I'm not gonna tell Tony. He doesn't need to know.
Because she's the only one who
but
saw
I know.
what Ryan did.
Wait, Tracy, what?
I was saying how much money they got.
Yes.
Not yet.
I did like that. Carrie, you mentioned the fake gifts. I did like how they made them actually open their gifts. I thought that was kind of cool too.
Box in the box.
Yeah, the box in the box.
Yeah.
Because then when they opened up the pot, they was like, oh, it gotta be something in there. There was another box inside that box. It gotta be the money. Teapot.
It would be fun being one of those actors though, where it's just like, I don't know, you're just chilling all day and you have to be like, wait, they're picking mine? Oh, wait. Okay.
Or it was crazy how they had everybody come back, like all the people that was at the table, not just the ones who were selected, but it was everybody that was there. They got to just sit there and just be a part of that. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Why y'all didn't call me, Mo? I could have done that.
Well, you're not in Malaysia.
Huh?
Do you have a passport?
I do.
Uh-oh.
How long is a flight to Malaysia? I feel like that'd be like a day.
I would have flew out there. Shoot, all they do is call me.
I'm pretty sure they just got them some locals. You know, I wonder what that black.
But they look great. It was great.
Yeah, but then they go into the next. So that they already have their little temptation with the movies in this episode for this round. So all that's left is the quiz.
Straight to elimination.
And thank God, hallelujah, thank you Jesus. Karma
No,
is the one that gets the boot.
no, undeserved.
Did
He
all that
didn't even lose their money. Everyone's tripping like, oh, Tony's the one that took our money. There wasn't one scenario. I'm blaming Hannah for the little TV thing. Tony ain't take no money technically.
did all that pimping and wimping just to go home?
Oh yeah, technically he didn't, huh?
It was Hannah.
He went home because he was being a simp. Let's keep it real.
Oh,
That's why he went home.
And that was a girl that let him go home.
Listen, wait, and how about Netflix editors? They so messy. Because in his confessional right before his thing went right, he's like, "Me and Hannah share everything. I know for a fact that we think in the same way and we got the same answer. So if her light is green, I know mine is gonna be green."
And then her confession like,
and then what they do?
Red,
oh, and not just that. Remember at the previous elimination when Melissa went home, and then Deanna asked who's going home next, and Tony's like, "Not me." Oh, you sure about that?
Hold on about that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Tony gone. Tony gone, but Tony's gonna be on TV again.
Wait, can we give Hannah her Emmy too? Because the way she got up and started crying, like, I just don't, that's my friend.
That was true emotion, though. I think that was true emotion.
I already know
You think that was true emotion?
Your Betsy goes home, or I guess true, your boo thing goes home, and you had some control over it.
It was
I would have been
wrong,
crying. Yeah,
but she sent him home and she made the decision.
I wonder if they still together.
They not.
Well, I won't say still together. They got together.
No, because he got booked for another like dating show or something on
another Netflix. It was a competition show.
I was just about to say he's gonna be on one of them little dating shows.
Well, he's on Battle. No, it's a another show. They doing their own like challenge-esque show.
Leave the challenge alone.
Well, it's not like the challenge. It's complete. We'll talk about it after this. We ain't gotta talk about it on stream. But yeah.
Yeah, episode 5. Tony gone. The quiz ended up mattering because the first, or I guess the main challenge ended up being, hey, who got the most answers as who's the mole on the last quiz?
And the top three.
Top three were Sean, Michael,
Muna.
and Muna.
Yep.
And so they get together. They're like, all right, everyone, be honest. This is for money. Who'd you vote for? And people were lying for no reason, which was funny. But
lying. Who were the two people who lied?
It was Mikael.
Sean lied.
Michael, because Michael did not want to say he voted for Sean. He's like, oh yeah, I voted for Muna.
Lies.
And Sean said he voted for Muna when he actually voted for Michael.
Yeah,
right. Nish lied too. He said he never voted for Muna.
Well, he said he voted for Michael last. Didn't he say he voted for Michael last round? He was telling me.
Yeah, but he told the people, he was like, "Yeah, I voted for Muna." He's like, "I've never actually voted for Muna at all."
So yeah, they were sacking the votes on Muna, and what they have to go find random crates, each crate worth a different amount of money, and load them into the truck. And ultimately, they're like, "All right, we're gonna load up about like what." 80% on Muna's, 20% on Michael's. I could be wrong with those numbers.
Yeah, they said they're gonna do 35-15 in terms of like not percentage but total money.
And then somebody, I don't know who it said, they were like, "Don't we need to get the money first before we know how much we get before we start talking about 35,000 over here?"
Exactly that.
And shoot, they even find a whole doubler. So I forget how much money if it was 50,000 plus a doubler or 25 plus a doubler.
It was 50K total. And they put all their eggs in one basket, and the doublet would have been 100K.
Gotcha. So shoot, had the chance for 100K, and
which wouldn't have made it.
Hey, it did not matter regardless where they put it, who they picked. But they decide, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna put most in Muna, and we're gonna put a little bit in Michael because Michael had like 3 of the votes. It was 3 to 4, I think. Muna to Michael.
And then we look up and Sean got like 6 crates in his thing. Who decided to do that?
Last minute. You know what? That was Michael, right? Michael last minute guilt. Hey, we might need to put something in Sean's just to be safe. And
right.
Shoot.
Ain't no guilty. I would have said we ain't leaving a dime in Sean's.
Yeah, because ain't not one person here coughed up to saying Sean. We all said either Michael or Muna.
Right. So ain't no who's the case.
Yeah, I would. If I would have split it like 30-20. And I think they said, I think at one point Muna suggested like, okay, if we're going to put more money in mine, I think we should put the doubler. Michael.
Yes.
But then
Yes.
they all shut that down because they all shoot a mole. And remember, it's not they're voting for the person who's actually the most, the person who they think is the most suspicious, which truthfully is not even the real answer.
Nah, it has to be Sean, right? It's got to be Sean. But shoot, they pick Muna's truck, or I guess they don't pick any truck. They have to wait and see which truck comes on back. And
Yeah,
it
they
ends
put
up.
the double. They left it in hers. They left the double in hers.
Yeah, so if it was Muna's, they would have got 51K.
Yeah. But it was Mikael's, and alas, they only got Mikael, and they got just under 20K from his truck. 19.5 and missed out on some dinero.
At least they got some.
Not too shabby of the day, like
not too shabby.
Yeah.
But that's not
what
could have been more.
Yeah, but that's not. They could have just had the 5K.
Just under 50K. So they could get 10 more movie tickets. They could get 10 more movie tickets. But you know what? That's a pretty good amount of money right there.
It's funny because when they got there, I said, y'all, we at the end of episode 5. And I said, and these jokers don't even have $50,000 in their bank.
Yes, and
I
shoot,
think
hopping right into it.
Well,
hopping right into it.
You spoke too soon, but then you also spoke not soon enough.
Because they go ahead, take a seat in a little kids' classroom. Or I guess if now I'm just hopping straight into it.
Let's go.
For that final temptation. And there's 3 different temptations.
First
one. Oh, yeah. It's a little auction. You can bid on whatever item you want. And when it's offered, and just it's a little advantage. So first one, a little dossier on, you can look into whatever folder on whoever person you want.
Yeah.
Pretty useful information for quizzes because people could be lying about their height. Like, you know, I could say I'm like 6'3". In reality, I'm 5'7". But how else would they know without the dossier?
And so they were all like, yo, that's not worth it. Don't do it. No, we gotta come together. That's not worth the money.
Also, just want to point out, for every round they go with no bid, they get $5,000.
Yes.
Throw that in there because it plays in. It plays in to the plot.
Facts.
So yeah, no one bids on the dossier because they don't care. $5,000 extra.
They were like, let's go, teamwork.
They do this. Shoot, I forget what the second one was. Correction. A correction. So a single question, wrong question to a right.
I'm not gonna lie. Knowing that everyone's saying don't do it, I would have did it, but only would have done like $2,000. I would have done it.
Dude, I would just.
Dude, I would say $5. You can only bid on one thing, though. You can only bid on one thing, so it's like, hey,
we
Survivor auction-esque.
Look, we all knew that the last one's gonna be an exemption. Anyone who plays the show knows the last thing's gonna be an exemption, and you know you'll be hard pressed to get it because someone's gonna be greedy and stuff. So for me, I honestly think like, look, I don't even want to try for this exemption. Let me just exclude myself out of it. I would just bid like $1,000 to get the pass, the correction.
I wouldn't even done that. I would just did $5.
Hey, you kind of cooking. Ain't no one gonna trip over $5.
And because, like you said, Josh, the money gonna be taken anyway because you know there's an exemption in the last one. Everybody and then the fact that they try to say no more than 15,000 if you're gonna vote. We know everybody's gonna go for it. No more than 15,000. No more than 15.
No, he was like that in his head. It's like, please don't be more than 15K. He wasn't saying that out loud, but he's like,
no, I thought I could have sworn they said it out. Somebody said it out loud, like they try to put it around.
They said don't be too crazy. Like don't go
all out.
That's what
I would have did 15,001 cent.
Yeah.
And you would have lost because guess what?
I would have.
Ain't no one did the correction.
I would've.
Everyone saved up. And where the episode ends is there has been a bid for the exemption. And the bid is for $59,500. The entire pot.
All the money
the
in the
whole
pot.
thing.
Hold on. The way that would not have even been on my bingo card. There is absolutely no way. If I would have bet you think they're gonna put that? No. There's no way I would have thought they did that.
They leave in 20K at least.
They tripping.
Y'all must don't know Mother Joy. Because Mother Joy took all that money out there pop for her exemption.
It would have been half.
But it wasn't even that.
Like it's crazy.
That much though.
She
So-
took 40,000. I thought.
I can't remember how much.
Still less than pretty much 60,000.
It is less, but look, Joy. She said, "I'm greedy," and whoever took this
Yeah.
money greedy.
They're gonna be in the negative.
Right.
Be like,
Shoot.
well,
Yes.
that was the
I tweeted.
So,
I
yeah.
said, one thing about this cast, they gonna snatch that money at the pot like the IRS do the taxes for the people because
listen.
they
And
do
if it ain't in my
not.
pocket, it ain't really mine. So I'm gonna just spend it.
Gosh dang. What? At the end of 5 episodes, they could have just under 300,000.
Yeah,
And we're at $0.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
zero at the halfway point.
The
and we
person-
are-
The person that
They-
win gonna
they
end up
coulda
going
just
home with
went in-
$27.60.
They could have just went in
Where they
DoorDash. I'm gonna just go DoorDash, do one food delivery, and then they'd have more money.
At this
than
point.
that.
That's what somebody said. They said y'all ain't gonna be able to afford y'all Uber to the airport to get back.
You won't. Y'all gotta walk home.
I love
Come
it.
on.
This is funny. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I said, "Oh yeah, this buddy about to be."
Yeah, my jaw
oh.
dropped. I ain't gonna lie. I said,
I was holding out hope that like there would be something in the pot. I knew knowing what we know about this show, like someone gonna do a big bid. But I was holding out hope leave at least 10,000 in there, leave at least 5,000 in there.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, but taking the whole prediction. Who you think took it?
Hannah?
No. I think it was.
I think
What if it was Muna?
But nah, it wasn't Moon. Moon was too pissed off at that.
who do I think took it? Are you think they're gonna even tell us who took it?
I think it was
Well, I
me.
think
Oh yeah,
they
because
will.
they get the exemption.
I think it was
I
Oh, it's
think.
25,000 that Joy took.
You know
But
what?
people think Muna's the mole. People think Muna's the mole already. So it's like, why not go? Why not make them think? I'm
Especially
even
because
more
her
the mole?
name got brought up a little bit. I think Muna too.
Well, her name being brought up is a good thing because she was like, if she not the mole, she's like, well, that's good. That's gonna throw them off the track.
Hey, I don't care. I'm gonna piss y'all off. Y'all think it's me? I'm gonna piss y'all off. I've been nice to y'all, and here y'all go. No money.
That's the same thing according to Michael. That's what's his confession because since he actually had the most votes.
Yeah,
But I don't think it was Michael. I think that's a red
I
herring.
think Hannah took it again.
What if it was Niche?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's niche.
Oh,
Niche?
okay. Let me back up. Niche did say, I'm tired of playing the nice guy. I'm tired of
Nah.
everybody.
Him
that time for
playing
me
the
to
nice
be-
guy, him not playing the nice guy, I feel like will be him doing 10K.
Well, that's what he
No,
said.
it's
He's
either
like,
Moon or
I'm tired
Hannah
of
for
being
me.
the nice guy.
But I
I
don't
need
know.
to show people that I'm not just. I'm like, who said you was the nice? Like, who said that? Who told you that?
That's my nice king right there.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about Niche too, girl, in that moment too, Carrie. I ain't gonna lie. Until they did, I was like, Niche did say that he was gonna not be the nice guy anymore.
Yeah, so that's all my money on who I think took the money. But as we get ready to wrap up, all right, prediction. Who do you think is the mole?
Q.
My three, Ryan is number one. Sorry, girl, I just think you are, and that's okay. My second is Niche, and my third is Q.
Ryan and Niche are my two that I think. I don't really have a third. I don't think. For some reason, I don't think it's cute at all. I could be completely wrong, but if it's not Ryan, I'm definitely thinking Dave.
I'm
Honorable
on.
mention, maybe Michael. But I don't
Yeah,
see it.
I was thinking Michael too, but then I think about like knowing that Tony was mostly kind of skewing his votes. I know he's probably splitting votes up, splitting up answers. I know they were leaning more toward Michael, and he went home. Because I was on the Michael train, being on the Michael. Loki's still aboard choo choo a little bit.
Yeah.
But I am leaning more toward
He
Ryan.
like an
myself.
alternate on my train. He didn't make the team, but
But
he an
honestly,
alternate.
I almost
I'm
want to
with
go.
Carrie when she said
I
she
almost
think
want
it's right.
I almost want to go with a dark horse to be the mole. Deanna.
Deanna. Woo!
That's not the first I've
Okay.
heard that either. That's not the first I've heard that.
Thought that for like a half a split second in the first episode.
Yeah.
But when she was bawling her little eyes out. If she is, she give her an Oscar because I was like, damn girl, the money not in your pocket. But she was like, like, girl, it's not yours yet. You didn't really lose it per se. And literally that moment I counted her. I was like, but She could be a great actor. You never know.
And based on, like I said earlier, you were growing trees, but like I was like, when Q's reaction to episode 4, the way he was like, why did y'all pick this woman? I was like, okay, maybe he not the mole, but I still want to have him on there just in case he that good of an actor. Because if he is, they need these people, they need they Emmys, baby, and they Oscars.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
But
well,
that
y'all,
so far it's eaten. I cannot wait for the next batch of episodes.
cannot wait. Thank y'all for tuning in. We've been here for 2 hours, catching up on episodes 1 through 5 for the
The new episodes come
mole.
out this week?
Yes.
Come out on Friday.
Thursday? Friday? Okay.
Friday. We appreciate you all for sticking with us this long. Ryan, again, thank you for joining us. It was so good to see you in the chat. We definitely look forward to these new episodes, and we hope to see that you still in it at the end, because then it means we're close and we on the track. I think we figured it out the mole last season around this time too, about episode 3 or 4 last time anyway. So hopefully we on the right track again.
Yep.
But it's been fun. Make sure you all tune back in. We'll be back Monday once more. If God forbid anything happens or whatever. But we will be back Monday around 8:30, closer to 8:30, to recap the next batch of mole episodes. So please come back Monday and join us. We'll be talking about it again to see what went down, who went home, who we think the mole, did it change, and we're gonna find out who took that money. So make sure you come back to Who All Gonna Be There podcast. And you can find us on social media, on Twitter, because that's where a lot of people are talking about it at Who All There. And we're also on Instagram at the same name of Who All There. And then, of course, if you're listening and you're not following us and subscribe to us on YouTube, make sure you head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Tell your mama, auntie, uncle, cousin, daughter, son, everybody.
All of that.
To subscribe as well. Because we like doing this. We do this for y'all, and we want y'all to come. We want your people to come. So let's have a good time. Nothing else. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a wonderful night.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Peace. Chicken in the cup.
Chicken in the cup.